17 questions to ask at the end of your job interview. Now, people say to me all the time, Richard, should I ask any questions in my interview? And the answer is yes, 100%. You must ask a number of questions at the end of your interview. But those questions need to be smart. They need to put you across in a positive manner. And if you're clever, you can ask questions that show the interviewer that you are going to be a great fit for their organization. I don't want you to ask all 17. If you did, you're likely to irritate the interviewer. Now, whilst it's important you do ask some questions, my advice is to only ask 3. So the first question that you can ask at the end of your interview is, what would you need me to focus on in the first 30 days of starting in the role? How has the role evolved over the years? That's a great question to ask at the end of your interview. How would you describe the company's culture? How do you see the company developing over the next 5 to 10 years? What advice would you give to the successful candidate who wants to excel in the role? Who is the company's greatest competitor? And what could I do in the role to help you beat them? What's the most challenging aspect of this job? Question number 8 to ask at the end of the interview is, what are the most important qualities for the person to have in this position? Who would I be reporting to in this position? What are the biggest challenges facing your organization right now? And how can I help you in the role to overcome them? Do you need me to clarify anything about my suitability for this position? What's been the company's biggest achievement to date? Would there be an opportunity for me to progress further on down the line? Question number 14 is a really safe question to ask. It's a good one because it shows again that you are visualizing yourself in the position. And the question is, what sort of training would I receive once I start working in the role? Question number 15 of our 17 questions is, what values do you expect your staff to adhere to? Question 16 is, what do you personally like about working for this organization? Now, question 17 of our questions to ask in a job interview has to be my favorite. It's a really clever question. And the question is, what have past employees done to succeed in this position? So there's 17 smart questions you can consider asking at the end of your job interview. Now, you have a job interview coming up and you want to be successful. In order to answer all the questions correctly, my advice is to now click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video, head through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download my full set of 21 brilliant answers to tough interview questions.